My broski. So today we're going to be talking about where the hell did my sausage go? Did I eat it all? Damn, I really lost a fucking expensive ass honey sausage. Anyways, let's try to define the undefinable. Well, how do we do that? Oh, first we get rid of the word undefinable because nothing is undefinable. Because if you define it as undefinable, wait a second. It's definable. Second of all, consciousness is undefinable apparently. It's really not, though. Consciousness is six things. There's the unlimited, which is where you have no limitations. It's where we all want to get to because we think it'll make us happy. There's the limited, the place that we think it was just all pain, all suffering that makes us terrible. And those two things are only that way because everybody makes them that way. That's what you guys gotta understand. The limited, if everybody stopped being a fucking cunt to each other, then you wouldn't be in pain when you were limited, when you are limited, excuse me. But unlimited, you know how painful that can be? Do you know how painful being able to do anything you wanted would be? Permanently being at peace, but like unable to feel anything else. Do you know how painful that is? It's like a barrel drum, a very high tone barrel drum at a constant pitch. And that's all you can experience. It sounds better than pain, but pain is different. People don't like change, and they want to change enough where they will no longer have to change. But what's wrong with changing? Anyways, then there's the four tools we use. The four tools we use to change in between those two. There's criticism, experience, positive and negative. Criticism, of course, being the just extension of the three, but so is experience, so is positive, so is negative. Extension of the three. We we define each of those in context with the others. Those are the archetypes. While unlimited is God and limited is the devil. You gotta like know that we use those four to define which one is each. But why do we define which one's each when we could just take away the definition of the thing we don't like? We could just get rid of that thing we don't like by not defining it. Oh, it'll still be there. Yeah, yeah, and then just just stop letting it exist is what I'm supposed is what I meant to say. Just stop letting it exist. And and that's just suffering. If everybody was just positive, fucking positive, but also had those four tools, then it wouldn't be that bad. Things would improve drastically. That's just my take on it because the archetypes, criticism, experience, positive, negative, it's like the jester, the adventurer, uh, right, wrong, I don't know. The four horsemen of the apocalypse. enlightenment, because people think ego is limited. If you're smart enough, it's not. It's really not. And by ego, I mean the ego thinking itself. If you're smart enough, it's not limited. That's what people don't understand. It's just limited now because people make it limited. They force it to be limited. They want it to be limited because they're scared of what'll happen when it's not. They're only scared because it's change. And if we accept that change is 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 inevitable, everything changes, then we will stop trying to define ego as this horrible monster. Blind ego is a horrible monster, but that's blind. That's one that doesn't use any tools, just exists and just blissful ignorance, really. Not being aware. But at the same time, if you're aware, you can suffer. So what's the big deal? But if you're aware and you can suffer because you're aware, but it's because of the ego, maybe it's because you're aware. Maybe you've always been suffering, and you just blame it on the ego because it affects your fucking thoughts. If you just had proper thoughts, proper ego, something that wasn't in pain all the damn time, because everyone fucking puts pain on each other because they're pieces of shit, then maybe ego would be this magical, undefinable thing as well. This great, this godlike thing that we would all share again, instead of just trying to limit. Like consciousness is. Consciousness being unlimited, ego being limited. Why can't they both be unlimited? Because in essence they are unlimited. They're just extensions of each other. We just call one limited. So we have a place to fit that word. And I'm not really thinking about this stuff, it's kind of just coming out of me. Yes, with thoughts, but like, it's not like I'm thinking of them then saying them, I'm just thinking of them while I'm saying them. And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with having thoughts? People call them demons or shit like that, so what? I like them. But I really did lose that sausage, and that pisses me off. But yeah, if you have positive thoughts, man, actively trying to change the other thoughts into positive thoughts, then what's the big damn deal? Why are you guys so scared of making more things better? Why can't you improve your thinking? Why do you like being so fucking retarded? You don't even know what 2 plus 2 is. It's 4. Like the 4 archetypes. Use them. Alright. Nah, fuck that. I'll go. 10 minutes. 10 minutes, because YouTube algorithm. But yeah, that's my perception on it. Apparently, having a perception on it is limiting. So, what if your perception is that you don't have a perception? That's just consciousness. Pure consciousness. And we're all born with ego. But what if it's the reverse? What if we're all born with consciousness and we develop an ego? Who knows? We think it's all these things that, oh, it's like this. But really, there's no reason why it's not like this. You're only saying it's like this because everybody has always said it's been like this. Were you aware of when you were born? No, you weren't. All you, for all you know, you were fucking born with words in your head that were just for you, and then they defined themselves with words that other people define. And then consciousness came from those words. But you don't know. All I know is I don't know. All I don't know. All I know is I don't know nothing. All I know is I don't know. And saying, oh, but it's grand. It sounds grand, because that's what usually consciousness boils down to. Who cares? It gives you this certain feeling and this unlimited thing. Well, like, if I can use my brain to think of something that is unlimited in an egotistical way, then why the hell is it any different? The answer is it's not. So get over yourselves. Because you don't think you're stupid. Because name one person who's ever not thought, but's been wildly successful. That's right. You can't think of anyone. Alright, let's do 11.